The state of Washington in northwest United States is the leading producer of apples in the world. The state produces over 2 million metric tons of apples every year, which accounts for 50% of US fresh market apples and for 90% of all exports. Washington apple growers are known for their commitment to excellence. Washington apple varieties are known for their excellent quality and for the care and handling that goes in packing every apple. Washington apples are retailed and consumed in more than 100 countries worldwide, including India. These apples are considered the best healthy snack on earth. So there they are, Washington's gift to apple lovers across the world. But how do they get from the tree to consumer in such perfect condition? The answer is TLC, or tender loving care. Since apples can get easily bruised, the entire Washington crop must be picked by hand. You can imagine how many hands it takes to carefully pick and gently place 15 billion apples one at a time. Each year, millions of fresh apples grown in the state of Washington are sent to markets around the world. Traceability is a key component in any sound program of food safety. Each commercial carton of Washington apples is clearly marked as to its origin and may be easily traced back to the local firm first placing it in channels of trade. Inside Washington's fruit packing houses are some of the world's most advanced sorting lines. Here, man and computers join forces to ensure quality and uniformity with a minimum of handling. After being washed and rinsed, apples start out on a moving belt, where sorters cull out the ones that are not up to the Washington standards. Those that make the grade continue flowing freely on a cushion of water to protect them from bruising. Then, after being eased on a special belt, computers weigh and separate them according to color, size and shape. Then it's off to the showers where the apples are meticulously washed and nicely cleaned. This washing removes some of the original apple wax, which is replaced by a natural coating. Washington apples are known worldwide for their beauty and crunch. One of the reasons these apples are able to maintain their quality during transport and marketing is the thin coat of natural wax applied in the warehouse. Freshly harvested apples have their own waxy coating that protects them from shriveling and weight loss. Because apples are washed at the fruit packing sheds and a supplemental wax coating applied, there is a common misunderstanding that apples with very shiny surfaces have more wax than those with less shine. The fact is, apples coated with supplemental wax at packing usually have less wax than when the fruit was harvested. The natural wax added to protect Washington apples is usually carnauba or shellac. Both are approved by the US Food and Drug Administration and have been used on variety of foods for decades. These wax formulations are natural and non-petroleum based coatings. These edible waxes are also permitted for use in food products by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India.
Vegetables and fruits are an important components of our daily diet. In fact, we want more people to take vegetables and fruits in sufficient quantities so that they can derive their nutrition from this protective group of foods. Well, India does produce a lot of vegetables and fruits as well. And it also imports the vegetables and fruits. Some of the fruits such as apples and other fruits, they come with a sort of a natural wax. The Food Standards and Safety Authority of India has permitted two of the natural waxes. One is called the carnauba, the other is called the shellac. Carnauba is from palm, the leaves from the leaves, this is extracted, and shellac is of course a beeswax which is somewhat similar to the honey. So, the fruits are coated with these, and the imported ones which the government of India has permitted, particularly those that are coming from Washington, they are being coated with these wax, and after a lot of deliberations and looking into the toxicity, etc., it has been shown that these are harmless products, natural ones, and the fruits can be coated with this. But the advantages are many, that it preserves the apple for a longer time, the shelf life is increased, it prevents the shriveling of apples, and it maintains that crunchy taste as well. So, scientifically, of course, there is evidence to suggest that these are harmless and they can be used. You need not have to be worried that they may be toxic. They are not synthetic waxes at all. They are natural waxes and are free from toxicity.
Research has shown that apple waxing prevents moisture loss, enhances firmness retention, and slows down the apple respiration rate. Research horticulturists from the US Department of Agriculture report the use of wax on red delicious apples improved firmness and color and reduced weight loss. As little as 1 pound of waxy coating will cover approximately 1,60,000 pieces of fruit and vegetables, according to the United Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Association. Only a drop or two of wax is needed to give Washington apples a shiny, protective coating and help keep the crunch to the last bite. Apples are symbol of good health. Washington apple growers and shippers work hard each day to ensure this is as true today as it has been for thousands of years.
Being a nutritionist, I have always recommended good health in the form of fruits and vegetables to my patients. The dietary guidelines also recommend about taking 4 to 5 fruits in a day. As a part of good health, Washington apples are recommended to the patients for protecting against chronic diseases. These apples are good in vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients. They are low in sodium, low in fat, low on calories and cholesterol free. Washington apples are excellent source of fiber. They contain phytonutrients and plant-based antioxidants. They contain mineral boron that helps in promoting the bone health. They contain natural sugars, the fructose, and because of their high content of fiber, they help in maintaining the blood sugar levels and thus can be taken by the diabetic patients also. We know that these apples are coated with wax, but these wax are edible wax and they are approved by the FDA. And applying wax on these apples does not affect the nutrient levels of this great fruit.
Washington apples look good and are great to taste. Their nutritive value is preserved by application of certain plant products which are known as wax. These wax are totally different from chemical wax which is used in other products. These wax are harmless. They do not cause any disease in our body like clogging of our arteries or gallstones. These wax have been fully approved by FDA, and these apples are sold in the present form worldwide. In fact, this wax preserves and the nutrient value of this food and keeps them fresh. These apples can be used without any fear and they are totally safe and great to taste. I like them, I use them, I eat them every day.
Washington apple, sweeter, juicier, crunchier, tastier.